Hello and welcome to AGT Racer. On today's video we will be at Brands Hatch Indy Circuit for the Drivers Room Sunday League. Now this is Season 3, Round 4, Tier 2. Unfortunately there's been a PlayStation issue and we've lost some replays. So unfortunately we are starting from here, but it's all good fun in the end. So as we get onto the grid, we have Ombre in front in the mini. This is all minis. We have Jack in second place there. Everyone's driving softs. We have V8 in third. We have Wilco there in fourth place, followed by the Gulf livery of Mercer in the number 7. Then we have the JPS of Boss, followed by the well-known Atari driver Rocker, and then we have Jules, followed by Nightmare Racer in the Little Red Bull Mini, and Jammy D in the beaten up, banged up Mini, and at the back once again myself. Let's get into the race. Okay, as we go into round 4 of Tier 2 of the Drivers Room Sunday League Championship. This is Season 3. Unfortunately I've had a PlayStation issue and lost the first 3 rounds, and we're off with Ombre in front with Jack very close behind, and going up the hill now we have V8 in third, Wilco in fourth place there, Mercer coming through in 5th, followed by Rocker in the well-known Atari livery, the JPS livery of Boss there, Jules in 9th, and Jammy in 9th, Nightmare Racer in the Red Bull Mini in 10th place. Myself had an awful start at the back in 11th. As we go through the final corner now, remember this is just the Indy circuit. It's 40-minute race, so around about 30 something laps. And Ombre down the hill in the first corner, ooh, sliding very wide there, and Jack manages to take the position into first place now. All of the drivers on Sport Softs is really the only option for these minis. Absolute beasts of a car. Jack there doing well in first place as I come to the tight left-hander. Ombre in that mistake in his Mystery Machine Mini, followed by V8 in classic English green colour there, and Mercer under some proper pressure now from Wilco. Wilco having a look on the inside. He's managed to squeeze it through. Mercer hasn't got a chance now of blocking him. And as we look in front there, V8 is really close to Ombre. He's going to have a look into the first corner, down the hill and then up the hill. Sliding through the first corner, both the cars there. These minis are great fun. Unfortunately my start absolutely ruined my race. And there we go, V8 is having a look on the inside. Ooh, he's just shut the door on him, Ombre there. As Wilco in front of Mercer in 4th place. Great drive for him. And Mercer in the Gulf Mini. Not often you see that. Followed by the Atari there of Rocker, and the JPS livery of Boss. And in 9th place there in the rusty banged up Mini, you've got Jammy D. Jammy's under attack now from Jules. Jules on the inside. On the final corner on the start-finish straight. Nightmare Racer behind. And well at the back there myself. Jules has managed to keep the position there on Jammy. Jules absolutely flying there. It's all over the back of Boss. The Atari there of Rocker. Boss goes a little bit wide there. And Jules goes a little bit wide and loses almost 2 positions. Will he lose any actually? As we look there, yes, he's lost a position to Jammy. Nightmare Racer having a look on the inside has come up to the Little S's. Remembering this is the Indy circuit of Brands Hatch. Nightmare Racer through on Jules. Great drive there. Coming up now behind Jammy. Need to apologise to all the drivers' room guys for the lack of videos. Obviously I had the PlayStation issue. And apologies to all the subscribers and the watchers of my videos. I've lost a few and I haven't been very consistent with my videos of late. It's been 3 weeks. I've had quite a busy time. But being able to watch tier 1 replays of the DRSL in this season 3 now, due to the fact we have 2 rooms, we have 2 separate championships running alongside each other. The top 3 of the championship will be promoted into tier 3 and the bottom 3 into tier 1, and the bottom 3 of tier 1 will be relegated into tier 2. So the replays for tier 1 can be viewed on Muller_CJ. He's one of the racers in the drivers room, and he does some great videos, great commentary, great editing. So please check him out on YouTube. Also Plugs the Duck, last season's champion on the DRSL. So he does some great commentary as well on the Drivers Room Endurance Championship held on a Thursday by Gadget 334. Jammy D also live streams each race that he's in. So please get viewing all these guys and support, like and subscribe, all of those guys for all their massive efforts on the videos and the driving. As we see during all of my talking there and apologies and stuff, Ombre has pulled in front of V8, but he's still got Flapjack in front, pulling away a little bit now. Ombre in the Mission Machine livery there. V8 in 3rd, Mercer sliding through in 4th. He's got in front of Wilco, who's now in 5th. A little bit behind him is Rocker, bridging the gap between him and Boss. And the right battle in the at the 3 between Jules, Jammy and Nightmare Racer. Jules smoking everywhere there. Jammy in the banged up Mini. And Nightmare Racer there in the Red Bull livery. And myself at the back desperately trying to catch up, but due to such a crap start, I just couldn't. And there we go. We have Jack in 1st place there. 7 minutes down. Tyre wear and fuel are looking good. Won't need to pit for probably another 10 or so laps. Beautiful drive from Jack there. Ombre sliding around that corner, down the hill, under the bridge, followed by V8, and a great drive from V8. Mercer doing a great drive as well in 4th place, followed by Wilco. And the Atari driver there, Rocker. Boss desperately trying to catch up on Rocker there. Leave all the fighting behind him. As it's evened it out a little bit now. Jules there in 8th place. Nightmare Racer under attack a little bit now from Jammy D. Jammy D in 10th place. It's all changed now as we ride with Jammy D for a moment. You can see just how fast the cars are going. 70 miles an hour down the start and finish straight into 4th gear. Jammy had a look there on the inside of Nightmare Racer, just let him know there's a little bit of contact there as they go round down the hill. Hasn't really affected Nightmare Racer too much though, but it's more affected Jammy as he brakes under the bridge, pushing those tyres to braking point there. It's how much the Mini leans. And due to the Indy, they've got a short straight here and then a little less, and then a long right hand corner on the final, and then the start finish straight coming up to the first right hander down the hill. Very awkward corner. It's very easy to make a mistake on that corner, and then up the hill under the bridge to the tight right hander at the top, and then down the hill to the tight left hander. As we see Jammy D, that little bit of contact there, he's not being able to catch up at all on Nightmare Race. And there's me just coming to start lap 10. It's a terrible race once again from myself. And there's Jack in first place, cruising along. Ombre's broken the gap now to V8. Starting to rein in Jack a little bit. V8 there, and Mercer and Wilco battling all through this race. 10 minutes down, already side by side as we start lap 11. And Mercer's really being challenged now by Wilco as we have a look now with Wilco. The Gulf there hard on the brakes. You see how much the Mini's leaning. Wilco managed to get the drive down the hill there. Just couldn't capitalise. As we have a look from the back of Mercer's car. See the lean on the little Mini. Very difficult to catch up. It'll take like a couple of laps once you've lost a second or so to catch back up. As Mercer and Wilco now come down the hill in the first corner, sliding their way through. Now up the hill under the bridge. Oh, he's got a lot closer now, Wilco. This corner is where Mercer pulled away last lap. Looked a lot more smoother though there this time round, Wilco. And a little Gulf Mini there, charging through the final corner. As the first three now quite spaced. Ombre is starting to catch Jack a little bit now. This is the battle for fourth. Wilco really trying hard, right behind. Not even a car, well, maybe a Mini's length behind, but there isn't any more as they go up the hill. He's got the inside line on Mercer. Great drive there. Mercer left the door open. Careful driving. Tyres are still in a fantastic position, same as the fuel. Mercer wants to regain that position back. There's Rocker in the background. As you see, oh, he's gone a little bit wide there. Mercer's taken the cheeky advantage on the tight inside line. He's just slowed down a little bit too much. And he's got all that work to do it again. This is giving Rocker a chance to slowly bridge that gap. Boss now starting to feel a bit of pressure from Jules. With these minis, it's about slowly creeping back the time, and the position of smoke charging from the back tyres there. The front tyres of Jules. Jules has a look on the inside light, braking, but really hard on the brakes. Boss goes a little bit wide. He's got the inside line on this left-hander though, but that's not always the best. He can make the corner a bit too tight, but no. He's still in front, battling hard, his Boss. And there's Nightmare Acer in 9th place, followed by Jammy there. Dropping back a little bit, and there's me dropping back a lot. And F1, you can see the distance that Ombre's caught up now. F1 there got the learner plates on, but he isn't a learner driver at all in the DRSL. The tyres slowly beginning to show somewhere. Maybe I was wrong in my previous prediction. Might go for another 5 laps after that, so we'll be looking about lap 20, 23 in between there. We have a look to see how much distance they've made on. They've increased to V8. Mercer again in front of Wilco. Wilco again on the charge on Mercer. See how all this pans out again. Seems to have the drive a little bit now, Wilco. He's trying to slipstream as best as he can, doing 86 miles an hour, pushing to 88 miles an hour. It's a good job they're not in a DeLorean. As they go under the bridge, Wilco is just not close enough. I think they're starting to gain a little bit on V8 as well. You can see V8 there. He had a real good start, but now he's dropping off the front two. Starting to get caught up by this battle for 4th. Rocker's dropped off a little bit in the background. And let's see how the others are doing. Rocker is starting to drop a little bit. There's Boss still fighting off Jules. Doing well though, and they're both caught up Rocker. JPS livery looks fantastic on the Mini. And there's Nightmare Acer in 9th in the background. Couple of 3 seconds behind. And Jammy D crosses the line to start lap 17. And there's myself just coming onto the start-finish straight. And there's a battle for first place now. As they come round the final corner, Jack throws the car in. Ombre's really caught up that gap after that mistake at the beginning. But they'll soon be on the first back marker and myself at this rate. There's nothing in it. And he's having a look on the outside there. He's Ombre. It's a risky move, and then, but no, he's died on the inside. Just a little bit too far. Coming up to the second corner. Jack not necessarily defending at the moment. He's just concentrating on the driving. Not needing to defend just yet. I reckon on the start-finish straight it'll be extremely close. And on the start-finish straight now, Ombre does have the drive on Jack. Tyre wear and fuel's about the same. He's going for the inside line. This is going to be very difficult for Jackie. He'll have to back away. Great drive in there from Ombre. Jack does have the tyre line now. Clips of dirt, but he couldn't move out of the way quick enough. Jack rolling all over the track. Really close battle now at the front. Now the mystery machine is in front. Let's see if he can pull away from Jack. Jack's tyres are a little bit more worn, but not really anything too major. As we're coming up to the 20th lap, 19.5 minutes down. And there's Ombre in front now. Just over a second's gap. And 8 seconds to Vendetta there. Jack closing that gap down a little bit now. He's a real good drive out of that corner there. Through the S is really aggressive, throwing that little mini. Defending very hard there, but Ombre's read what he's going to do. Nips on the inside. And there's absolutely nothing in it now. It's across the line to start their 21st lap. His tyres are in a great position. Jack's a little bit more worn. As they go under the bridge, real good drive from both of these drivers now. To catch up with some of the action at the back now. You got V8 in third, dropping off to the 2 at the front. Mercer still holding off Wilco. And then you've got Rocker there. Boss still holding off Jules, barely there. And Nightmare Racer gaining on that pair battling. Jammy D going under the bridge now in 10th, and myself crossing the line in 11th place. And also coming up to cross the line now is the first and second, Ombre. Nothing in it between them. Couple of tenths. Oh, he's gone slightly wide there, touches the dirt, doesn't slow him down too much. Mystery's machine still charging away. Although Ombre hasn't pulled away as far as I thought he would after his charge onto the back of Jack. Jack going a little bit wide there. The guys are racing at this level at the front of the field. It's all about consistency and tenths here and tenths there. Again, my apologies, guys, for not being a bit consistent recently, and obviously I have lost a lot of the replays. So once again, my apologies. I will be becoming a bit more consistent with the channel, putting a bit more focus into it, not just the drivers' rooms. Hopefully be putting some more Oh, as he goes very wide there, all over the grass. See the dirt all over the wheels there. Take a little bit to shake that off, make it slightly slippery. He's starting to pull away a little bit now. There's V8 there. Having a good drive in third. Mercer's barely touched his tyre wear. Surprisingly, after battling all this way, 23 laps of Wilco. Constant battling there. Wilco's drained his tyres a little bit more. But seems to have settled down a little bit there. Rocker sort of going to and fro between 5th place and 7th. If he's not careful, he will be overtaken by Boss and Jules. And Nightmare Racers there as well, as Jules goes sliding down the hill. And Boss doing an exceptional job there, keeping Jules off. And the little Red Bull ready to take advantage of any mistakes in front. And there's Jamie D in the beaten up Mini. And myself at the back with the race leader breathing down my neck. There's Umbre leaving enough room for him, go quite wide there. Let Umbre and Jack through. If you're a back marker, my suggestion would be let the quicker guys go through when you can. Not on tight corners, do it on the straights or wide corners. But make sure when you pick a side, you stay to that side. And then what you can do is try and slipstream the guy who's quicker than you. Learn from them, learn the lines that they're using. I'll try that, it never works, but I'd still give it a go. As we see Umbre there, a couple of seconds in front of Jack. Still driving well. V8 crossing the line to start lap 26, coming up to 26 minutes gone. There's Mercer there, pulling away a little bit now from Wilco. Starting to gain on V8. As Rocker comes down the first corner. Boss now pulled out quite a distance between himself and Jules. Give him some breathing space for a few laps at least. There he is, Jules. Closely followed by Nightmare Racer and Jamie D. Slowly edging forward. And myself crawling forward. As we look at Umbre, starting lap 27. Still going, no pits. Just as yet. I expected him to pit a little bit earlier, but I was wrong. Oh, his Jack goes quite wide there. Still holding on very well at the front, those two guys. As V8 goes a little bit wide, leaving Mercer the chance to gain up a little bit now. It's quite a clean race so far. No one is twatting into anyone. I will admit the Golf Mini does look fantastic. A proper little racing Mini. There's a Wilco trying to chase him down. And my favourite livery is the Atari Olivia Rocker, due to the fact of having the wooden Atari when I was young. Still got it. The boss is having a really good race so far. Really hanging it in the mid-pack with the boys. Keeping Jules off. We all know Jules loves a battle. No matter where it is, where down the field it is, whether it's towards the front or at the back, Jules is always in the mix battling. Nightmare Racer sliding through the left-hander there. Jammy D just had too many mistakes. Same as myself. Just having to keep moving over now. Umbre's, he just can't pull away too far from Jack. They've got to be looking to pit. I don't think they can go the full race without pitting. They may do on tyres, but maybe not fuel. It's a very clean drive though from Umbre, but even cleaner from Jack there. He's really not giving up now, Jack. As we come to start lap 30, will I risk it and go to the end? Coming up to 30 minutes, there'll be about 10 minutes left, maybe another lap afterwards. It's going to be very close on the fuel. And there's V8 there. You can see in the background Mercer getting a little bit closer as I'll go sliding down the hill. I'll need to move out of the way to let all these guys pass though. As V8 comes past myself. No, just Mercer and Wilco to let through. Very smooth driving there from Mercer. Same for Wilco. There's Jules still behind Boss. Nightmare Racer just can't catch him up now. It's all gone a little bit too spready in amongst the field. Except of course Ombre flying in that little mystery machine. As we look at the speed now, make the infamous 88 miles an hour, only just barely pushed it to 90 miles an hour, 91. Before he has to break down the hill. Extremely fast. For these cars. I tell you, Mercer's catching up on V8 a little bit. I don't know if V8 may be struggling with fuel saving, maybe. Mercer having a charge. We'll go there, obviously in front of myself. Bit of a distance now between himself and Mercer. There's Rocker, who's had quite a race on his own. Boss there, he's glad for a bit of free time. There's Jules in the final corner with the little Red Bull there behind. And Jamie D off in the distance in the beat up Mini. We've got 6.5 minutes left. I can't really see anyone stopping now. It looks like it's all going to have to be done on track. Looks like it's going to be a no stop. Just need to concentrate on the fuel the guys do. They don't want to run out. We have seen that quite a few times before. In one of my recent videos, I believe it was DRSL Round 7. There was at least three guys running out of fuel before the end. Jack's still hovering there, like a creepy shadow all over the back of Mystery Wagon. V8 still holding off Mercer, keeping his times relatively consistent. Mercer having a little push now, keeping his quite consistent, all in the 1 minute 1 range so far. A big chunk of it. Just that little bit too far for slipstream now. Maybe on the next time round, it's all about inches. As we see Rocker now with Boss having a little look behind him. But no, that was myself, sorry. I got that wrong. There's Boss with Jules behind him. Jules having enough of sitting doing nothing. Wants to get along and start showing Boss who is the boss. And the Red Bull there just hovering, trying to keep it smooth. And Jamie D at the back there, feeling extremely lonely. Ombre and Jack very close all through this race. 36.5 minutes down, 36 laps, almost complete. And there's a second between them. Second and a half between them. Extremely close at the front. And there's a fuel gauge going on Ombre. Let's see how long he can last. Jack does have the better fuel. Worse tyres, better fuel. He's going to have to do some fuel saving or pit for some fuel now. Ombre, oh, has this gone all tits up for him? We're on lap 37. 37 minutes in. It's going to be 3 laps and then maybe another 3 minutes and maybe another lap after. All depends where they are on the track at the time. He must be fuel saving now, Ombre. You can see Jack is a much clearer. He's a lot faster, and it's clearer to see. Let's have a look on the inside with that extra power. If you look at the speed difference there, Jack is on 72 miles an hour. Let's have a look as they cross the line. Oh, it's neck and neck. Jack's got the inside line. well overtaken there on the inside line. Hombre hasn't given up going up the hill. Under the bridge, he's got the inside line for the tight left-hander. Jack really trying to shut the door, but hasn't been able to. They're neck and neck down the hill. He's got the driving, he's got the track position now, Jack. And Hombre backs out so he can keep the driving line. And Jack's fuel's starting to go now. Hombre trying to keep in the slipstream. He doesn't want to lose too much time. Trying to force Jack into making a mistake. Great performance from Jack. This could be the final lap they're coming up to. Sorry, the second from last lap they're coming up to. Oh, 3 laps left, very close. Jack goes slightly wide, slightly tighter from Hombre there. Oh, it's all going to be down to the fuel. Jack's going to have to be fuel saving now. Look at this, side by side, all the way through the race, nearly 40 laps in. Absolutely great drive from these guys. As we have a quick look down the field, let's see how it's going on. Mercer's now right on the back of V8. V8 having to fuel save. Mercer has got loads of fuel left. Maybe he was fuel saving earlier in the race. I don't know what he's been doing, but it's exceptional fuel left. He can just now push it to the end. V8 there could be in trouble because he's about to run out of fuel at this rate. I think he'll be praying that this will be the final lap. And it's across the line there. He just couldn't do it, Mercer. Maybe if he'd have switched on the power a little bit earlier. As we see there, Rocker coming home in 6th place with Wilco in 5th. Great drive there, guys. Boss doing an exceptional job keeping Jules at bay. Nightmare Racer jumped in front of Jules. Jammy D there in 10th place. Coming home, I'm in 11th. As we look at the battle for first, and it's right down to the final corner. They're neck and neck now. A little bit of contact there. Oh, it's that contact slowed down Jack. That'll be a steward's inquiry, that will. And Hombre taking the win. I don't think it was intentional. Great drive.